keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Times of clouds and sunshine today, high 91 to 93. Tonight mostly clear, low 69 to 72. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow, then some of the afternoon, high 91 to 94. Thursday, times of clouds and sun with thunderstorm parts of the area, high 85 to 91. Friday, some sunshine, high 81 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Brian Mayne.
Professor fungicide is dependent with vowels are to English language. With it, disease control isn't complete.
It couldn't be any clearer. Provosol fungicide is to peanut fields what vowels are to the English language. Without it, disease control isn't complete. Provosol fungicide from BASF is the missing piece you need to finish off disease. Always read and follow label directions.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Say, have you noticed that wonderful aroma of blooming white flowers around our town? That's Confederate jasmine, and it's blooming right now. It's blooming like crazy. Better yet, there's a huge savings on Confederate jasmine at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Come get yours. It's regularly $9.99, but just $5.99 this week at Bob Wine's. Looking for other deals? Gorgeous caladiums, 2 for $8. A huge selection of blooming, very aromatic.
Hey, what's up? We got about a minute. I'll get you in. Stand by.
Lovers, your favorite Easy Care knockout and drip roses in a selection of colors you won't believe, just $24.99. For a complete list of this week's outstanding deals, check BobWinesCameliaGardens.net or go to the paper. Bob Wines Camellia Gardens on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
We're back. The 30th Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival will take place May 18th to the 31st in Lock Haven Park, and digitally June 4th through the 18th through a new program called DigiFringe. Enjoy performances from artists all around the world. Ticket prices range from free to $12 and are available online at orlandofringe.org or at the box office.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just off the runway at Ocala International Airport. On the phone lines with me as he is every morning, Galen Unall from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Health Rehabilitation Center. Galen, good morning, and I got a couple things that I got to get off my chest real quick. One, I think, is your life at home with your wife, and the other one is, please help me out because I don't want to feel as dumb as I feel. Can you help me with those? Yeah. So I read this. Well, I read this story this morning and I thought, I wonder if Galen's wife, this is a story, if this was in the United States, would this be Galen's wife? A mother of 3 in Germany chose 30 days in jail instead of paying a parking fine. The reason she gave? That way I can get rest and relaxation for my damn children and my lazy husband. It was a $530 fine. She says she's looking forward to the 30 days for food and hot shower every day without having to cook, wash, and clean for everybody else. That's your wife. That's really your wife, and this is a USA story, but you disguised this as a German story, didn't you? If you still poop yourself and everything, you're not a human being. No. Exactly. You're pulling your hair out. You're pulling your hair out. That's like a break. Now the other thing, yeah, catch some reading, yeah. Taking a couple 90-day fiancés in the women's pod of the jail, you know. Dancing with the stars on at the nighttime, you know. All right, there's another one. Now there's another issue that I knew nothing about, and it seems that that's exactly what it is, because he has to deal with the kids now while you're gone. The penalty is the husband. Well, there you go. Well, and if she's doing it right, she's just on her bunk with her head propped up reading the book for 30 days. But what about, she said it gives me 30 days away from my damn children and my lazy husband. She didn't throw him under the bus. She threw him under the bus and then backed up over him. My home life is so bad. I'll take 30 days in jail. Yes. But yeah, for an unpaid parking ticket, you get 30 days of R&R away from your damn kids and your lazy husband. Break from mom and dad, you know. So the other thing I got is, I guess I'm dumb because I'm looking at the Facebook post and nobody can believe that I've never heard of this item before. And my fiance put this out on Facebook. She goes, all right, so the smartest man, she put smartest man in quotation marks. I think that's kind of a tongue-in-cheek jab at me. The smartest man in the world was stumped by this. Really? Said he'd never heard of this. For some reason, I find this disturbing. And what it is, it's a meme, and it's a zebra that has different colored stripes on him. And I guess it's for Fruit Stripes gum that I've never heard of. And it says, I can tolerate most people this long. And then it points down to the Fruit Stripe gum, because I guess it kept its flavor for like 3 or 4 seconds and then it was gone. And I've never heard of Fruit Stripe gum in my life. Am I just an idiot when it comes to chewing gum? Well, first off, there's Bubblicious. They were in my heyday. They were when I was like 10, 11 years old. Hubba Bubba. Oh, it was the greatest. Yeah, but remember when I was 8, 9, 10 years old playing Little League Baseball, our chewing gum consisted of Big League Chew. Exactly. That was our chewing gum. And before that it was Juicy. Before that it was Juicy Fruit and those stale sticks of gum that came in baseball cards. That's my chewing gum. Big Red, Spearmint, Juicy Fruit. Yeah. You were the man. A lot of friends. Yeah, but I just don't remember. I guess I don't remember fruit. I guess I don't remember Fruit Stripes. Everybody says the gum. Everybody said it was the best tasting gum in the world for 3 seconds. And Bubblicious. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. What was the gum? It's Super Bubble. Is that the gum that came individually wrapped? Was that the that you could buy it for a penny and it was one piece? Super Bubble. Yeah, it came individually wrapped. Super Bubble, wasn't it? And then you had what was the chewing gum that came with the comic strip wrapped around it? There's a square piece of gum and it had a comic strip wrapped around it. See, those are the gums I remember. I don't remember this Fruit Stripe. Oh yeah, it was horrible. But you got it to read the cartoons. I don't know. It was the thick version of the same gum they put in baseball cards. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. So, I wasn't living here then. I was still in Jacksonville. Hey, we're gonna take a break. Yeah, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, Tom Brady's in the news. Plus, somebody's leaving ESPN after a 27-year run. We got to talk about what is 21 picograms. How much is that? And it's National Eat What You Want Day, so we'll talk about that as well. All that with Galen Unall from Life South coming up on 1370 AM. 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Pan Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you will manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Now you did it. Are you
completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday morning. I look forward to Tuesday. Tuesdays are my busy days, Galen. I have to be in the radio station early in the morning, 7 o'clock, getting the show prepped and everything. Checking emails from, by the way, Joe and Tish take great care of me, making sure I got the stuff the night before that I need for the show. Because let's be honest, I couldn't pull this off by myself. You'll agree with that, right? Thank you. See, that's all I'm saying. Look, we're like Jerry, you and I, we're like Jerry and George. We're not men. Well, we're just not. You know what I mean? We're not men. You know, that's a very valid point. Very valid point. So, strong woman with him. Strong woman always with him. Yeah, that's. Well, the reason today's a long day for me, I start at 7 in the morning. I'll finish about 10 tonight, as I have trivia tonight. I noticed you've never brought the wife to my trivia. You know, it's... Seven o'clock, pal. Crazy cucumber. That's all I'm telling you. Trivia with Tom, 7 o'clock, Tuesdays. Yeah, we give away a prize for last place, pal. You finish last, you win something. You would have about 8:30, 8:45. Yeah, you're about a foot. You're about a foot and a half from bed at that point. I know. So, by the way, Joe Martone, who listens to the show to make sure that I don't drop any F-bombs or anything on the radio, and he has for the entire time I've been on the radio, and it's something that it is something that could happen at any moment. You never know with me. But he sent in Bazooka Joe. Bazooka was the gun with the cartoons. Yeah, Bazooka Joe. Bazooka Joe was the cartoon guy. So thanks, Joe Martone. Anything to deal with the name Joe, he knows the answer. It is. So let's talk about that for a minute. The Medina Spirit has tested positive. Now they're going to do what they call a split test, and I act like I know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea. I read it off Bloodsport. So they're going to do a second test, which is a split test. Now they found 21 picograms of this substance, of this anti-inflammatory substance in Medina Spirit. Do you know how much 21 picograms is? Now, a normal dose of this, according to the article I read, is 200 milligrams. 21 picograms is 21 trillionths of 1 gram. I wouldn't even know. The only thing I know 21 trillion is the deficit that Joe Biden's creating. Hey, there we go. See, right there, right in the kisser. But if a normal dose is 200 milligrams, which is 1/5 of a gram. Now I can see 1/5 of a gram in my mind. I can't see 21 trillionths of a gram in my mind. Yeah. Well, this sounds to me like somebody blows in a breathalyzer. 0.00001. Oh, they're drunk. We're arresting them for DUI. It's a drug that is legal. It's just not legal on race day. It just doesn't seem like 21 trillionths of a gram is that much. And the story, and the feel-good story of a $1,000 horse being a Kentucky Derby champion. Hey, by the way, I'm not giving my 500. I'm not giving my 503 back. They're not getting the 503 back. At 100%. And let me ask you this: if they disqualified this horse, now do they got to go back and pay second place for winning? So Tim Tebow signs with the Jacksonville Jaguars in a 1-year non-guaranteed deal. He's still got to make the team, but his jersey will open up today as the number 1 selling jersey in the NFL. Is there any doubt about that? Why didn't he do this 10 years ago when everybody told him he should do it as a tight end? I promise you, and 1 touchdown. Well, let me ask you this. How many your deal? How many people you think went straight to the internet and started buying tickets yesterday? Oh yeah. They're going to have to uncover they're going to have to take tarps off seats. Could not be farther from the truth. One of the most down-to-earth, great individuals you'll ever meet in your life. Tim Tebow is as honest and as genuine a person in real life, the same way he is on TV and everything. Just as people say to me, well, I thought that some of that stuff you said on the radio was an act. I didn't know that's who you really were. And I go, no, I'm the same person whether I'm on the air or I'm walking around, downtown. Tom Schmitz is Tom Schmitz regardless. Love me or hate me, I'm the same 24/7. Tim Tebow, love him or hate him, he's the same good-natured guy 24/7. Right. Three preseason games. Only 3 this year. Because they added 17. They added a 17th regular season. And hey, I'm not a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. I'm on record as saying they waited till I was 32 to get a team there. They broke my heart when Bob Irsay flew in when I was a kid of 12 years old, and Bob Irsay flew in like he was going to bring the Colts to Jacksonville, and he was just using it as leverage for Indianapolis to move them out of Baltimore. Broke my heart. I was in the Gator Bowl. I'm 12 years old. I'm thinking, here comes the NFL. So I stuck with my Falcons. I'm a Falcons fan through and through. It doesn't matter what they do in Jacksonville, but I will tell you this. I'm watching every Jaguar game. Right, if he's on the team. If he makes it out of the preseason, I'm watching every Jacksonville Jaguar game. I don't know a Gator fan that's not watching every Jaguar game. Uh-oh. Galen, see, he started to say something nice about a former Gator, I'm sure, and the Florida State gods cut him off. That's what happened. Are you there, Galen? Yeah, the Florida State gods. You were about to say something nice about Tim Tebow. The Florida State football gods cut you off. Yeah, because they're great guys, both of them. Poor Charlie Ward. He was such a great. Poor Charlie Ward was such a great. Charlie Ward was such a great guy, but he happened to be on the same team as Warwick Dunn, who may be one of the 3 or 4 best humans ever to walk the face of the earth. Galen, breaking news. Right before we go to break, there's breaking news. Dan Martone just walked in the studio, actually carrying in some equipment. He's actually working. Breaking news. He was bringing in sound tiles for the radio station. Breaking news. Dan Martone working. He probably stole them from a restaurant somewhere. Yeah, in fact, knowing him, and you know, he drives up in this nice. I need a truck like Dan Martone has. I'm just telling you. Oh, he did have the safety first ugly yellow truck for a long time.
That's a classic, sir. How dare you?
Did you hear him, Galen?
How dare you, sir? That's a classic.
It was classically, hideously ugly, is what it was.
No.
Yeah. Well, and if I ever heard that he had been in an accident, what kind of idiot couldn't see that truck? Oh yeah. There's a 3-inch scratch in the quarter panel. No, it's totaled.
You're implying there was insurance.
All right, so we're supposed to be at a break now, but Dan's doing computer work because once again we put in a new camera, and I don't know how to hook it up, so Dan had to come save the day. Dan had to come.
Those USB ports. You have to rotate them sometimes.
Well, I understand that.
It's a 50-50 at best.
Well, we got to take a break.
Good.
Galen, we'll be right back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to. Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity, and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving. Two Men in a Truck. What you need is RoofMax. RoofMax is a revolutionary green roofing solution that can save you $10,000 or more by greatly extending the life of your existing roof. Here's how it works. Asphalt roof shingles have essential oils to keep them flexible and waterproof. Over time, this oil dries out, causing your roof to become brittle and slowly break apart. A RoofMax treatment saturates your roof with millions of microbeads, restoring flexibility and continued waterproof protection. It's like a skin moisturizer for asphalt shingles. RoofMax treatments are guaranteed for 5 years, and repeating treatments can extend your roof's life for up to 15 years for a fraction of the cost of replacement. RoofMax uses satellite measurement software to provide a hassle-free, contact-free price quote over the phone in under 5 minutes. No in-person house call required. Get your instant quote by calling 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named, the man, the myth, the only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person, it's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. Galen, you know, on the phone line with us. Galen, I promise you, in the break, if you'd have saw what I saw, you would be on your back right now, hands on your belly, laughing so hard, saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Dan Martone walking through the studio with his shin makes full contact with the granite countertop of the coffee table and went down, brother.
Oh, man,
and I couldn't do anything but laugh because I know exactly the pain he was going through. And I couldn't, if I didn't laugh, I would have cried with him. So, you know, because I've got a permanent scar on my leg where I come around a Jeep that had one of those hunting grates on the back of the Jeep right about where the ball was. Oh, it took out about 4 inches of my leg at my shin, and I still have a scar to this day. So I know what he went through just now.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy.
No.
That's not healthy at all.
But we've all hit our shin like that and know exactly what he's experiencing.
It doesn't mean you don't laugh at him.
Oh no, I laughed hard. Let's be clear. Yeah. I had a great chuckle.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Kenny Mayne leaving ESPN after 27 years. He revealed the split in a social media post Monday afternoon, and he said, I'm a salary cap casualty.
I believe it. I mean, I think ESPN's bleeding money. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's worth anything on that station is their live sports. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. I think ESPN needs to figure out who they are and what they're trying to be, and they just need to keep up with the times. You know what's really
By the way,
is
Kenny
the people
Mayne.
who cord cut.
What now?
The people who cut the cord.
Oh yeah,
no
I did.
longer have cable.
I did. I stream everything.
Absolutely.
I got the Peacock. I got the Peacock. I got the Roku.
Ooh.
I got the AT&T Now. I got it all.
Ooh.
The
there's nothing on
Netflix.
Peacock
The Netflix. Oh yeah, sir.
Definitely.
The WWE Network is on Peacock. Calm down.
I know.
Calm down. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Next time I see you, I'll snap into a Slim Jim.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, but you go
Most
back
of
and
the
watch.
good
You can
wrestlers
go, but you can go back and watch all the old wrestling, like from the '80s, where you can go back and see Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, and Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. You know, you can go back and see classic wrestling, and they have the whole WCW library, so you can go back and watch Harley Race and Ric Flair from the late '70s with Gordon Soley with his pack of cigarettes and his bottle of Jack Daniels. Florida Championship Wrestling. It's fantastic.
But I pushed a button again.
You did. And don't get me wrong, you can say what you want, but when you were a child in Florida, you knew what Florida Championship Wrestling was.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know who the American Dream was. Don't lie.
Of course. And as I've said many times, I think every kid goes through a stage where they love wrestling. Most of us grow out of it.
Yeah, not me.
Nope.
Not me. Right now, I wish somebody'd put Roman Reigns in his place. I'm just saying. And you have no idea what I'm talking about. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
There's a podcast I listen to, and the guy absolutely loves wrestling, so I kind of.
Oh, you kind of do. Hey, once again, the GOAT at the quarterback position, and I don't think there's any argument there. I used to try to make the argument for Joe Montana, but he's the second best quarterback in the Super Bowl era. Tom Brady, best quarterback in the Super Bowl era, already reached out to second-round draft pick Kyle Trask and said, hey, we need to get together, start throwing. Let me talk to you, make sure we're on the same page. Looking forward to it. That's why Tom Brady's a winner.
Well, and again, would you expect anything less?
No.
Right?
But would Aaron Rodgers do that?
Compare that.
Would Aaron Rodgers do that?
I was about to say, compare it to what Aaron Rodgers did, right? Aaron Rodgers took the completely opposite route and said, you need to trade me. Right? I mean, he took the completely different route.
And both guys, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, in no danger of losing their starting job until they decide they don't want to do it anymore.
That's exactly right.
One shuns the draft pick. The other one says, hey, draft pick, come work out with me. Let's get on the same page. Let me help you along with your career, because when I'm done, this is going to be yours, and so I'm going to teach you what I know. One's the GOAT, and one is Aaron Rodgers.
And look at the backup quarterbacks that Tom Brady has had. They've all gone on to be starters at another team.
Yes.
And they all go to Tom Brady and say, yeah, he was the greatest teammate I could ever ask for. And again, that to me speaks volumes to what kind of a teammate you are. Right? It just does.
With the limited knowledge of Kyle Trask's ability, because let's be honest, he started in high school. No, he didn't start in high school. He didn't start in high school at all. He was the backup in high school. He was the backup at the University of Florida all the way until Felipe Franks hurt himself, third game of the season, his junior year. But then he comes in. He's very, very good at filling in for Felipe Franks, wins the starting job. Last year, one could say one of the 2 or 3 best seasons ever put up by a college quarterback. And then he gets drafted in the second round to the state that he played college football in, Florida, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he gets to learn under Tom Brady. This Kyle Trask kid, he's got a horseshoe up somewhere. Somewhere there's a horseshoe in him.
Yeah, he's living well, isn't he? Good for him. Good for him.
Does that show you that karma pays a guy? Here's a guy who was a perennial backup, never caused any rifts. He just said, eventually my time's going to come. That's a guy that good karma Well, he waited, he did everything right, and good karma has shined on him.
I think so. We'll see how it.
Will he be?
It all turns
But
out.
do you think he could be an NFL quarterback?
Not in the next 3 years.
Well, he doesn't have to be in the next 2 or 3, at least 2 years. Brady's here
Correct.
this season and next season.
But he's not ready. He couldn't start today.
No.
To be a world-class bust. He's not. He's got to get more accurate with the football. He's got to improve his decision-making, and he has to improve reading defenses. And that's the 3 most important factors of it.
And those are the 3 things Tom Brady can teach him. I firmly believe that.
Mechanics are about accuracy. His mechanics are pretty terrible.
His footwork is horrible.
Right. All that's got to completely change. If he's willing to do that, he could be okay. His arm strength is next level. He's a very athletic kid. But we'll see if he's got that want-to in his belly. Because as you said, he's been a pretty charmed life. We'll see if he's willing to fight for it.
Well, a backup like that knows what it's like to be a backup and to be ready. You give the kid this credit. When his number was called, he was ready to go.
Absolutely.
And that's all a coach asks. That's all a coach asks. When I call your number, next man up, I need you to be ready.
Yeah. Well, man, he was surrounded by some great.
Oh, of course he was. He had studs around him that made the transition to back up to starter much easier. I'm not going to deny that fact. But by the way, he as a backup in Tampa, when you look at that offense, and if Tom Brady for some reason gets injured and he goes in there, he's not too shabby on the offensive side of the ball in Tampa.
No, but is he better than Jameis Winston? No.
Not now.
They couldn't even make the playoffs with that same team, right? I mean, what? Yeah. So, no, I don't. You have a lot more faith in Kyle Trask's ability than I do.
Well, I'm a Florida fan. You're not, so of course I do.
No, I'm looking at it, from a sheerly tactical standpoint. He's not ready to play.
No, he's not ready to play in the NFL. No, he is not. I will give you that.
We just talked about the 3 deficiencies. So if you're expecting him in Week 10 to help the Bucs,
that ain't gonna happen. No. If Tom Brady gets injured in the next 2 years, it's catastrophic for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Absolutely correct.
Without a doubt. Hey, we got to take a break. We'll come back. I got one more thing to ask you. It's National Eat Anything You Want Day, Galen. So I'm going to ask you, if I give you the opportunity to eat anything you want, what it'll be. We'll do that next. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I thought I told you to call Mike Scott Plumbing to get this leak fixed.
I did call the plumbers. They were just here.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me Mike Scott Plumbing was just here?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then who exactly was here?
You know, the other plumbers. They were having a sale.
Is that why there's duct tape on my toilet?
Wait, I don't see any that duct tape. Well, at least it matches the grout color.
There's a reason we only call Mike Scott Plumbing. They're on time, every time. They don't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. And most importantly, and I need you to pay attention on this part, they actually fix it.
Okay, so you want me to try to fix it?
Yes, I do. By calling Mike Scott Plumbing, like you should have done in the first place.
Yes, dear. What's the number again?
You really should know this by heart. 866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Seriously? A helicopter?
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named, the man, the myth, the only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person, it's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks as we wrap up hour number one. Galen, from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. Galen, it's National Eat What You Want Day, and before we get to what you would like to eat, I'll tell you the top four things, that people said when given this question, what would you want to eat day? Number one on the list, pizza.
Yeah.
Number two on the list, cheeseburger. Number three on the list, I don't get this how it's the same thing. They did one of those, this/this. They went taco/burrito. That's two separate things. I don't understand how that's one item. And then number four on the list is ice cream.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah, you could argue that tacos and burritos are two different food groups.
Yeah. But National Eat What You Want Day, I love pizza. I love burgers. I love tacos, burritos, and ice cream. But if it's National Eat What You Want Day, I'm eating lobster tail and filet. What the hell's wrong with people?
That's pretty good.
I mean, what are you eating on National Eat What You Want Day?
No, I'm with you on that, man. I'm not going to argue with your choices. What am I eating? Anything you want. I gotta go.
Filet and lobster. Hello.
No, the ribs from peg leg.
Well, yeah, okay, that works too.
Yeah, that's all I could have been thinking about. Like, I actually called my buddy in Nashville and said, "Hey, man, you got anything I need to do up there? You need me to come up there and talk to you?"
And it's just so you could get some ribs.
Why? He goes, "You need to go to Peg Legs?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, you can ship me some."
Well, there's that.
But he hasn't yet.
Speaking of shipping, I just got the confirmation on my shop app, which if you don't have the Shop app and you order a lot off Amazon and stuff like that, you should download the Shop app because it's a personal tracking app that does it all in one place instead of having to go to Amazon to track this one and go to eBay to track this one. Shop will track them all for you.
Okay.
It's fantastic. So Shop app tells me that the Mother's Day gift that was guaranteed here by Mother's Day when I ordered it on the 28th is out for delivery today. 2 days late, but hey.
Oh, hey. At least you're getting there.
Well, they said it was going to be the 13th. So according to them now, it's 2 days early. They're all happy with themselves. And I'm like, but you guaranteed it by Mother's Day, which was what? The 9th? So I'm a little aggravated, but you know. So you're going with the ribs then from Nashville if you could eat anything you want today.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
It's not a bad call, by the way. Not a bad call.
No, well, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. You know, I work hard at these choices, and they're kind of difficult to come by, but I make do.
You know,
I really do. I make it happen.
A good Delmonico from Burns might not be a bad idea either.
Oh, that's a good call too.
You know.
You are right about that.
Delmonico.
Oh.
And then you get to go to your third floor to the dessert room. You know.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. That's a good call.
Yeah,
that's
look,
not
you're hard pressed to find a little better than Burns Steakhouse.
No, well, Mark's is pretty good. I was at Mark's. When was that? Saturday night.
It is.
Can't go wrong at Mark's.
But Burns with the third floor dessert room and everything. You know.
I got you. I got you. Man, now you got me thinking.
Although a friend of mine, when I said that Burns Steakhouse, we were talking about it this weekend about best steaks in Florida, and I go, well, that's Burns. He goes, Rachel's makes a pretty good steak. I go, and I'm not worried about the steak when I'm at Rachel's.
No, the problem is it comes with some glitter.
It does.
Right?
It comes with glitter on the steak, and that could be a little disconcerting.
Correct. That's a real concern.
That is. So, if you had to, but what would, now I know you know your wife very well. If you had to say, what would she want on National Eat What You Want Day? Because she's listening, and you're probably going to have to prepare for her. She doesn't listen.
Thank goodness it's after 8. It's after 8:30. She would like a steak. She loves a good steak. I think it would probably be. Well, she would say. This is what she would say. Well, as long as I could have my boys with me, I could. Anything would be fine. That's what she would say.
So
I mean, it's an absolute lie, but that's what she would say.
Yeah, well, that anytime they say whatever's fine, that's a setup.
And I tell her that all the time. It's a lie.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll ask.
I won't.
We'll be out to dinner, and I'll look at my fiance and go, "So how's your dinner?" That's fine. Which really means the dinner sucks. That's really what it means. That first and foremost, when she goes, "That's fine," it's not fine. It's a horrible meal when your fiance or wife looks at you and goes, it's fine. It's not fine. Something's wrong.
It's not good at all.
Yeah, she never tells you what's wrong. And then you're like, but then she's like, after you get done, you paid the bill, you get to the car, then she tells you what's wrong with the meal. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me before so I could go tell the manager?
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. But hey, so the memes are out. The Tim Tebow memes are out now. And here's one that says, it's a picture of Tim Tebow kneeling on his knee in his Florida uniform right next to Aaron Hernandez. And it goes, if Tim Tebow gets signed by the Jags to play tight end, keep in mind he had a killer mentor. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's fair. It's not out of line. It's not out of line.
Absolutely.
It's not out of line.
It's not Tim's fault. He played with a serial killer.
And by the way, Aaron Hernandez, serial killer. There's no way around that.
I think he killed at least 3 people.
At least 3 people.
Yeah.
And himself. That's 4.
That's true.
That's 4.
He did kill himself.
Thinking that he was going to thinking that Massachusetts law would allow his wife and child to have all of his money, and that the Patriots would have to pay him that money. Yeah.
Well, the problem is he wasn't found guilty.
Right, because under Massachusetts law, if he doesn't face his accusers through the whole process of appeals and everything, the conviction is thrown out. So now the Patriots, according to the way the contract was written, he didn't get convicted of anything. They should pay the $28 million owed to his family.
So I listened to a radio show in Boston because of the Red Sox, and they on their show the day before he killed himself, he said they said, "What's the motive of all this?" And they're like, "Well, he's gay, and his gay lover, he was hiding it." And once that got public, that's when he killed himself. Killed himself because he was a closet homosexual. How about that?
I don't know. I don't know one way or the other about that. I know that was reported. I know that was reported by a radio station in Boston, and all. But I got no confirmation of that one way or the other.
I don't either.
But I know that CNN and 60 Minutes have both done extensive programs on what they call the DL lifestyle, the down low lifestyle. So
sure,
I don't know.
Sure.
Couldn't tell you what motivated Aaron Hernandez. Just a guy who had ample opportunity to be a success and chose to throw his life away to be thugalicious. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I don't know.
Absolutely right.
So, your Boston Red Sox. We hadn't talked about them for a minute.
I know.
How are they doing?
Well, last night they lost, which hurt. They lost to the Baltimore Orioles.
Ooh, the worst. That arguably the worst team in baseball.
They aren't this year, but you could make that argument for the most part all the time. So they're playing very, very good baseball, and they're really, really, to be honest with you, a lot of fun to watch. So they're playing well. The Yankees are starting to play better, but they can't catch up with the Red Sox right now. I think they went on this massive streak. What were they, like 10-2 over 12 games?
And gained two games.
One game.
One game, yeah. I think 1.5 games, something like that. So yeah.
So it's good.
We got about
for my Red Sox.
We got about a minute left, and I read an article yesterday that talks about the football division in baseball, and they said that the NL Central is more like a football division than it is a baseball division because of the hatred of everybody in that division. Now I know the Cubs and the Cardinals hate each other, but after that, I don't see a whole lot of football hatred going on there.
Well, you have the Cardinals and the Cubs and everybody else.
Well, yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't see that.
I know the Cardinals and the Cubs don't like each other.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
How are you going to get mad at the Brewers? The Brewers are beer makers. How you get mad at them?
Honestly, if you're going to make that comparison, it's probably in the NL West.
Yes.
With the Dodgers.
And the Padres and the Giants.
And the Padres.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Galen.
You got the poor Arizona Diamondbacks who are terrible.
Where's the Bloodmobile? Got 10 seconds.
Hey, today we're at the Walmart there on Wedgwood Road out in the Villages, so please stop by and see us and check us out at lifestyle.org.
Galen, thanks, buddy. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, be good. Bye, all.
WOCA, the source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, the source.
It's time for Farmer Ranch Headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman.